I'm curious. Have you ever considered that we've all been hypnotized to believe that the world is run by old white men? I put it to you that they may have been at the helm, but we are at the oars. I put it to you that the world is changed when we change meaning, and there are three specific groups that drive meaning. Firstly, history shows us that the world is changed by a vibrant and energized youth whose anger will bubble over into the streets as they loudly say, "No more!" When the youth takes to the streets, well, they shake the very foundations. They unhook the anchors and they set us free to sail to an unknown destiny. In being unknown, it is exciting to the young and to the flexible, but it is terrifying to those who are rigid. But without youth, there is no change. And without change, we're all old. There is no youth. Secondly, the world is changed by the artists, who in all their forms find a way to speak to our hearts and our souls and our minds in ways that the rationale fails miserably at. Every artist worth their salt challenges the rigid taboos with paintings and sculptures that shift our perceptions. They do so with music and songs that we find ourselves humming in the shower. They dance and act in ways that with surgical precision calls to the shadowed parts of our own heart. And their poetry that speaks directly to our souls. Thirdly, and possibly most powerful of all, those who shift meaning are women. The women who whisper into the ears of their children, and in so doing, directly into the unconscious minds that sculpt and form the future minds of tomorrow's leaders. Now you may doubt these things because you see old white men at the helm. But I respectfully remind you to come out of that trance. You and I are at the oars. We are the engine. When we forget this, we allow lazy and ignorant captains to lead us onto the rocks of despair. You may doubt your power to lead, but let me reassure you that you can lead, because at its very most basic, leadership is by example. As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see. The time for both passive and controlling leaders, it's come to its demise. And when it does, the young and the artists and the women will dance in the street because they will have set us free. You see, we are all responsible to step up. We cannot rely on leaders who are without hearts or souls or even spines. It's time to leave your mark for good. It's time to stand up and make your voice heard. It's time to fight for a worthy cause, and let that cause feed the hungry. Let it house the homeless. Let it clothe the naked, and let it nurture the lonely. Let your fight lift this world to new heights of compassion, caring, and love. Let your fight be to change what is simply accepted into what really matters. The world is changed when we change the meaning. So find that single unified meaning that is your dragon fire. And in so doing, you will have all the power you need. Let your voice create a movement deeply rooted in curiosity and in love. The greatest strength that exists is in those in our society that we have dismissed and demeaned: the artists, the youth, and the women. And maybe we've done so because we secretly know that the power to shift the world is not in the hands of the politicians and the policemen. It's not in the hands of the wealthy or even the powerful. No, the real power that matters is with the youth, the artists, and the women. So stay curious, my friend. Stay curious about the real power you have to be a dragon leader and make this world a far better place of deep meaning.